Is it sour when it comes to the current president and the former president?
I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't know about the nature of the statement. I can only discern that from the circumstantial evidence of what I see. Okay, what I certainly see is that HH is gunning for ECL, no doubt. Okay. I mean, he can't wait to get at him. Okay. He can make any statement, that no, I'm not after Edgar Lungu. His officials can say no, he's not after. The truth of the matter is that the man is traveling at a high speed on this road of vengeance against Edgar Lungu.
Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
I'd love to get your position as, of course, economic front on that. Is there pressure that was exhibited on the resignation of the Auditor General? Maybe just to...
I'll tell you what I've discovered.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I've discovered. What I've discovered is that Dr. Sichembe was, I think, Accountant General at the Ministry of Finance. And I've spoken to a few people within the Ministry of Finance and outside the Ministry of Finance. And the information we have gathered as EF is that there was a lot of wrongdoing at the Ministry of Finance during that time. A lot of wrongdoing. Somebody was telling me a story of how 6 million kwacha cash was withdrawn and just disappeared. Unless and until Dr. Sichembe proves himself innocent, I will not canvass his case that he has been unfairly treated. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, anybody that has money, for example. So sorry, I'm not, one of the proponents of that school of thought.
We get to something also that raised a bit of talk, and one of issues now that people are thinking. I don't know if this was just, according to the people that are in government today, that was just a stance to win public sympathy, according to them. The briefing that was held by the children to the former president with regards to the treatment they've been given since President Edgar Lungu, the former president, of course, left power. They cried foul that the state is trying them in the general, or should I say, on the media, as opposed to court, and they want to be taken to court to answer to allegations that are being labeled against them before the public.
Yes, I think the issue there is this. Firstly, the Constitution, excuse me, the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia guarantees you and I the right to private property. You have a right to own property in this country under the Zambian Constitution. Okay? And that property cannot be taken away from you without the due process of law. Second point. I think the point that the Lungus were making was this short-circuiting of that process by the DPP. If you recall, that press conference came on the heels of the DPP saying that he had made an application to court without trying, those that owned the property and he wanted this property forfeited to the state. Now, if you suspect me to be in possession of property that is suspected to be process of crime, under the Zambian constitution, like I said earlier, I enjoy the right of the presumption of innocence. That I'm innocent until I'm proven guilty. So the way you do it is take me to court, prosecute me. And the way you do it is take a statement from me. I don't have to read about your steps in the media. Of course, we are in a democracy. It is always good that the public knows what is happening to every citizen, but you don't do it in reverse. If you remember, when the DPP took those steps, the lawyer, Makebi Zulu, issued a statement. He said, how can you go to the press before you even save any process, any court documents on us as lawyers, or even on the so-called accused? Okay? So I think there is a bit of excitement also within the DPP's office and the anti-corruption office, over these matters, and that's how that's why they are messing themselves up. That's why we can't see the expected results in this fight against corruption, because I mean, I worked myself, Eugene, in local government. I remember in the 1980-81 Shamana coup, the late Joshua Muzia was DPP. I never heard or saw DPP Joshua Muzia go and hold a press conference that we have arrested Edward Shamana, we are prosecuting, Edward Shamana because he wanted to overthrow the government. And the main DPPs that came, after that, Joshua Muzia, Gregory Piri, retired judge now. I never saw them in the press. This excitement that we are seeing now from these small boys, every day they want to be in the press. Every day they want to be in the press. Oh my God, that's not how that job is done. Can you give reverence, to that office? Okay? So I think the Lungus have a right to cry foul that if you are going to try them in the court of public opinion, then it means you don't have a case against them. If you have a case against them, you do it quietly, you take them, before, a tribunal established by law, meaning a court of law, go and produce the evidence, and then, away from the DPP's press statements, let the magistrate, make a decision. If they are aggrieved by that decision by the magistrate, that they've got the right to go to the High Court. If they are aggrieved by the decision of the High Court, that they've got the right to go to the Court of Appeal. If they are still not satisfied with the judgment of the Court of Appeal, that they've got the right to go to the Supreme Court. So why does the DPP want to make himself the alpha and the omega in the criminal justice system? I think that is wrong.
Let's get to some of the sentiments that were also made. I remember, the member of the Patriotic Front who is also in the race to becoming, in the race to the presidency of the Patriotic Front, Mr. Brian Mundubile. After that particular, briefing from the Lungus there, he issued a statement to say that the UPND, the way they are conducting themselves towards the former president, is like his immunity was lifted already. Can we say that there's a bit of truth in that statement there? With regards, or maybe the question should be, how is the treatment, towards the former president? Is it sour when it comes to the current president and the former president?
I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't know about the nature of the statement. I can only discern that, from the circumstantial evidence, of what I see. Okay. What I certainly see is that, HH is gunning for ECL, no doubt.
Okay.
I mean, he can't wait to get at him. Okay. He can make any statement, that no, I'm not after, Edgar Lungu. His officials can say no, he's not after. The truth of the matter is that the man is traveling at the high speed on this road of vengeance against Edgar Lungu.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.